got some numbers for. You got some numbers for her? Okay.
You can do her numbers by size.
See it. So, if I go through this list here, can you tell me? So I've got Bill Wright. Yeah. Gonzo. 19. Kurgan. Billy Kent. Jeremy.
So Alicia's 85. No, she wasn't quite that.
Yeah.
50, 60.
How'd you go? Is that how I say it? How'd you go? Yeah. How'd you go? 4. Yeah. Sophia. Grisel. Emma Holden. Kay. James. And that's all of them.
That's all the ones we've got on service, but have you got any other people? Gonzo and Nick.
I've got Gonzo here. There's a Nick.
Fine, just add an extra colour.
Extra row. Oh. How do I do this? How you doing, buddy? I want to sort by
number and then
one team, then number.
Sort by number first.
And then team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's going to win?
And now I want a lot less. I want to go F11 to a full screen.
You can hit that button and then make all toolbars a bit. I'm going to hide timestamp column.
To full screen. That's good. We're just going to get it. 7 is gone though.
Thank you so much. Have a go.
How good go?
Over the golfer. I love the honesty of something like yeah, how are you? How was your camping trip?
Best holiday.
Oh, awesome.
As a family. Brilliant. Yeah, we're all good.
Oh, wow. So where are you?
Let's go.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes. Right,
Going
we're
on
on.
screen. Not down with this. This is like
Yes, it is exactly that. Yo! Yeah, open with it and then you can switch from here and then walk off. I've forgotten what a good singer you are. We should do some sort of singing jam session sometime. Oh, can you not?
What about, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You look into the camera.
ULTI.TV.
Welcome to Nottingham. Welcome to the UK Ultimate National Championships with myself, Tom Stars, alongside Hannah Pendlebury. And we have got some mixed ultimate action here with Oxford and the Thundering Herd. Hannah, you've played with the Herd, so you know all about this team. Tell us a little bit about them and their Oxford opponents.
So, I mean, as you say, I am indeed a person who owns a pair of cow print shorts. They're very, very fetching. London-based team, kind of known for playing hard and partying even harder. A good mix-up. They've got some fresh talent that I don't actually know that well, so it'd be interesting to see how they come out playing against Oxford, who kind of came and were a bit of a surprise in the cup structure.
So, obviously, there's been some changes to the way Ultimate is run in the UK, in fact, changes to the way Ultimate is run around the world, and we'll talk a little bit about how that's affected this year's season. But Thundering Herd by no means newcomers on the block, whereas Oxford, the exact opposite. And it's the cow print shorts of Thundering Herd in the white against Oxford in the red, and that spiralling hammer over the end zone is taken out and smacked to the ground. Good clear numbers from both these teams. We like that. That's a 27 shirt of Bill Wright on defensive duties in the middle of the end zone.
I mean, with height like that, you really can't blame him. Julie definitely tried to get the disc, but there wasn't a chance with Bill there.
Good run down and grab from Philly. Gets disc across. Nick gets the disc across to the 44 shirt. We've not got a 44 shirt. I'll have to shout down to Harry and work out who that is on our roster. Nick again, exchanging discs. Trying to jab one through. There was a bit of contact made. And there's a short conversation going on, or hopefully a short conversation. Is this a strip call, Hannah?
Well, there seems to be a lot of motioning to, hitting of hand and a sort of familiar swipe. So looks like a strip call indeed.
Oh, it's disguised by a player running in front.
But of course, strip doesn't have its own hand signal, so we might never know.
We were talking about this, weren't we? I'm gesticulating in the booth here.
So it's the normal foul signal that you know, but with like a swiping motion of the arm on top.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for providing the words to my actions.
Audio descriptive commentary.
Philly with the disc. Now these two female handlers for Oxford seem to be doing a lot of the work early in the game and making a lot of progress downfield. Can they put it in? Oh, that's a disappointing throwaway straight into the hands of the Herd player. Didn't see the disc going deep and chasing down, is it Matt Butler, who just didn't realise that the disc was coming.
Yeah, one of the newer, younger pair of legs on Herd. I was speaking to Anna Ridlover actually earlier in the tournament today, and she was saying that he's one of their studenty types that they just send deep, which is a familiar feeling on Herd. They are known for kind of having a couple of leggy, tall individuals who they just run deep.
Your job over there.
I mean, it makes sense.
So if you do know who number 44 is for Oxford, please do get on the comments on the YouTube, or you can send us a tweet. I'm at Tom Styles, and Hannah is at DiscGal31.
Would you like to know something scandalous, Tom?
Have you changed your Twitter handle?
No, under the pandemic I got rid of Twitter. I didn't delete my account, but I got rid of the app. So you can get me on at DiscGal31 on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I've become like Liam.
Okay, you only do Instagram. Fair enough. Oh, trying to find a channel through. And so far, Oxford looking strong with the disc, but making mistakes is how I would summarise their play. But Herd immediately jacking it down the wind, and this time it's well balanced in the air. Didn't see the cut into the end zone. Second time of asking, it is found, and the three women connecting at the front of the Herd line for a good opening point. It's been a bit of a scruffy start to the game, but it's Herd with the first one on the board.
Yeah, Jess Clements there with the fetching double glove look with the score. One of the long-term players for Herd. Has very hips like Shakira. That's my fun fact I know about Jess, personally. But we'll have a look and see what fun facts she's put in about herself as well. Tom is trying to find out the mysterious name of number 44. And there's no disrespect to give to either of the teams for perhaps not giving us full roster information, because this stream, this live game we're giving you today, was snuck in at the last minute.
It's a bonus, isn't it?
Final hour.
Yeah. So that was Mags, number 44, who now I've seen her a bit more up close because she's just disappeared underneath our booth. I do feel like I recognise her, and I probably should have known her name anyway. Do you know Mags?
I think I've played with Mags.
Right. There we go. What, on the same team?
Many moons ago. Well, the thing about the women's division, Tom, over tour, is that you end up sort of playing with rotating sort of teams in the mid to low section. If you're not going to go for the top teams, you often find yourself on a bit of a pickup one. But
big shot going deep for Oxford now. He's got the wheels to get there, jumps it in. Oh, what a nice, easy, deep shot. And chasing it down, doing the work with the legs.
Mystery 25.
Mystery 25, yes.
But that was great speed. Just open up those hips, off to the races. And that is leveling it up.
One apiece. And you're playing in the women's division this weekend, Hannah, is that correct?
That is indeed correct, Tom. I'm playing for Seoul. So, as I was saying about the slight looser nature in the mid to bottom section of the women's tour, as was before the pandemic, Seoul sort of didn't necessarily fully plan on making nationals, but very, very happy to be here, be part of it, be able to make sure we've got a full 8 teams in the women's division. And I have to say, which I shouldn't really admit to being captain, we've definitely done better than I expected already.
There we
So
go.
the scorelines haven't been ideal, but we've really been pushing some of the teams. So it's just really lovely to be back out on the field, as I'm sure all of the players on the stream today will be delighted.
Yes, big smiles all around. And Hurd, a missed throw to Sean Colfer finds the turf, and Oxford with a chance to break here. Well, Colfer could have got a hand to that, I think. Didn't quite read it right. It's a float into the end zone. Beautifully timed. A pick has been called. No cut went, and you can see why. I think it's Colfer from the back of the end zone calling it.
You just don't see that kind of separation, Tom, without the familiar arm signal of the pick.
It was a nice throw, though. I did enjoy that. It's inside into the space. Going for the same again, this time with the opposite bend on it, and another pick called.
It's an action replay, but with different genders.
At some point, who's on the mark here? Is it Chung?
Mm-hmm.
For Hurd, at some point he's going to have to stop that break, because they're looking very exposed on that side of the field, and Oxford have clearly got the throws to expose it. Let's see if the third time of asking it can happen. No, we're going to the open side this time. A high grab brings it down for Oxford. The 27 shirt of Bill Wright connects, all 6'2" of him reaching up and taking that, and that's a break for Oxford.
It certainly is, Tom. And now opening up my Frisbee Rolodex in my mind, which I've not done. It's got a couple of cobwebs on it. So Bill Wright used to play for University of Portsmouth Sublime. So I actually trained with him. He's a very lovely fellow, and I believe he's gone back to Oxford now to be closer to his partner who lives there, because he used to commute when he was doing his PhD down in Portsmouth to Oxford most weekends. So I'm sure Oxford will be delighted to have him more permanently.
I don't know if we've got a chance to pick it up. Oh, look, there it is. Tram cam.
This is what we really come here
double
for.
tram cam. This is the 2 trams have just crossed over. Look, there we go.
It is nice, though, actually, Tom, to be in a Nottingham venue that's not wind farm.
A few people have mentioned that this morning. We're on University Boulevard as part of the Nottingham University campus. Just across the back of the tram is where the campus is, and we're on the Highfields Sports Ground, which is an absolutely beautiful venue for Ultimate. Up here in the pavilion, we've got a great view, and so have you. Thanks to the ULTI.TV crew bringing us all together and providing this coverage.
That was some tasty footwork from Matt on the far side.
Thundering Hurd. A bit of a high grab required. Sends it to the end zone. It's going to float into the wind. Can she greet it? Oh, could not quite get the hand down. Maybe a bid was required. Didn't work out this time around.
Amazing separation for Clements there, but as you say, just bridged too far. Sat nicely, though, in the wind. You have to say the conditions really helped put everything in the favour for the Hurd there.
Haugego? Is that, we're trying to get this name right. We think it's Haugego. With both these teams, neither of them wanting to finish bottom of the pool. Mason sends up a deep shot. Oh, just did not quite have the hang on it. Philly Kent was running deep but could not connect.
So Sean has taken off his hat. It is serious business time.
It's Universe Point here with Hurd, middle of the field, looking for options through the middle. Can they find a space down, or is it just a misconnection from Wharton. It goes to the ground. This is a big moment here as Matsumaya picks up, jams it forward. There was a deep threat going and sends the disc gone, and it's going to be chased down, but neither player is going to get anywhere near that. The idea was right, but down breeze, and it is still down breeze.
I don't know if it was just the read on the disc and Gonzo sort of taking the foot off the pedal a little bit. But I think it's like, now I'm not backing myself. Yeah, Gonzo is number 7, but I feel like he probably would have gotten blocked on that if it hadn't been quite so far, because I think that's Kieran there, or it might be Sean, was just opening up just opening up the throttle.
He was, yes. He definitely got position on the disc and then was going to hold ground and stay ahead. You couldn't see anybody coming back from there.
Absolutely. So Herd now calling a timeout, because obviously they were executing and firing on all cylinders for their initial offensive possession in this sudden death point, but it all went wrong with a missed clap catch from Sophie Wharton, which is unusual.
Very unusual, yeah. So we're in a situation here, I don't know if we are back live on the internet, but we are certainly recording the end of this game. I think let's see if we are or not. It does say we're live. Oh, we are live, yeah. Hello, internet. We weren't sure. We've had some terrible technical issues. The computer's been restarted. We've put a couple of coins in the meter, and we're back up.
Yeah, if you happen to own a outdoor hotspotting equipment and live in the Nottingham area and are free tomorrow and willing to let us use it for excellently stable connection, feel free to swing by.
Yes.
We can pay you in chips.
I'm not sure quite why the University of Nottingham internet connection has been causing any issues, because it is wired in, but it's definitely not been as the dream internet we all wanted. Maybe it is that, Tom, that where everyone else under the pandemic has been getting their super excellent high-speed fibre optic broadbands installed because we've all been working from home, but no one's been in the sports pavilion. No. Maybe it's just fallen behind the times, you know? It's not been loved. 12 all here then in this mixed division game between Thundering Herd and Oxford. Both teams have had brilliant moments, but there's been mistakes have been coming thick and fast, unfortunately. So good opportunity to see Herd setting up horizontal stack. Sophie Wharton nearest to us with a 25 shirt on her back. You can see her just coming into shot now. With the disc, Herd. Deep options have run out. There's a reset option if it wants to come. But Mason comes and takes that disc high. He's going to bring it to the sideline ahead of Chung Lung. Amazing piece of athleticism from Harry Mason, chasing that disc down. Oxford with a chance to take the game. It's going to be Mason with the bookends, and he takes it down for a 13-12 Universe point win. Oxford in the mixed division against the Thundering Herd, and Hannah, brilliant game from both these teams, but I think Oxford on the end just edging it.
Well, as you say, Tom, they sort of had the first bit of momentum, and it was so devastating to see that missed clap catch for Herd, but fundamentally they just didn't quite have it. They looked threatening in chances. They got those, got us back on to kind of level terms to give us that sudden death finish, but I think probably Harry Mason just wanted it a bit more the whole game. The whole game, yes. And he'll be back up. He'll be up here in the commentary booth for the final game of today. But thank you very much for your patience with us on the YouTube if you have been watching, and as frustrated as we are about the technical gremlins that we've been struggling with, we are back up now and running. And there'll be more coverage from ULTI.TV for the rest of the day here from UKU Nationals in Nottingham. But until then, from Hannah Pendlebury, my name is Tom Stiles, and we will sign off and see you again for some more coverage later on today.